Hello, it's Nina Lewis again from Nina Online, and welcome back to my behind the scenes look at how I get sales with Facebook. And we're doing kind of like a little case study, or I'm dissecting how I sold my Make Money with Your Blog system, primarily through Facebook. I think 100% of my sales have been through Facebook and Facebook alone, so that's good. Anyway, so in the last video, I talked a little bit about, automating your process and automating the value that you provide. And social media is about providing value. It's all about providing value. Okay, so when we're setting up a social media strategy, people don't want to be bombarded with your sales message all day. Even though you want to help them and sell to them, they don't want to hear buy my stuff every 5 to 10 minutes. So you have to figure out a way how you're going to let your audience know that you exist, and as well as let them know you exist, you have to let them know, you have to find a way to provide value. And the best way to provide value is through blogging. And I talk about this all the time because a lot of social media managers, they talk about all this stuff like, Facebook ads. And don't get me wrong, Facebook ads is very highly effective, and if you have the budget to do that, I totally recommend you do Facebook ads. However, I still recommend that you do the free stuff, which we call organic stuff, on Facebook first, because you'll get some kind of feedback. You can see what your audience is resonating with. You can see what they're commenting on. You can see what they're sharing. You can see what they're posting. You can see what they're asking questions about. So that way, when you do all this free stuff on Facebook, you have kind of a platform or a kind of basis to create powerful Facebook ads, so you can maximize the amount of dollars you're spending in ads, right? But if you don't have the budget for ads, don't fret, because we could still do stuff. We gotta pound the pavement and really get people to know, like, and trust us. So the best way is to create a blog, which I talked about in the earlier videos, and just offer a tremendous amount of value. Come from a place of service. Come from a place of really wanting to help and not being attached to the outcome, whether you make a sale or not. And sometimes we get so caught up in our head saying, well, everybody should know this. Everybody should know this, so I shouldn't even write it, or I shouldn't even send it. But the truth is, everybody doesn't know what you know. When I was doing my business and I was like recording, Facebook marketing and Twitter marketing and just social media stuff, and I had people email me and they're like, how do I upload a picture? Or where does this go? And what is that? And I'm like, they don't know this. I'm not saying that I was looking down at them, but I was just like, wow, I thought everybody knew this. But I have to remember, they're not in my business. They're not as passionate at social media as I am. They're passionate about their business, whether it be a jewelry business, a health business, a finance business. That's what they know. So I have to go in their shoes. I'm like, I know nothing about, making jewelry, or I know nothing about being a heart surgeon. So I have to put myself in their shoes and realize that they don't know what they don't know, and it's okay. So basically, another thing that I did to get sales with my Make Money with Your Blog system is actually, we're going to write blog posts. We're going to write blog posts, but we want to write blog posts in a way that offers value. So this title was, I don't know, as a side note, my SEO guy did some stuff on here, and my website is not looking like the way it should be. I have to play with the formatting and stuff, but I don't want to pull my hair out today, so I'm just going to show you this. So it's 6 elements of an effective blog post that gets read, shared, and increases your sales. So what I did, I wrote this blog post and I gave 6 tips. 6 tips, excuse me, I'm tongue-tied today. And I went into the basics of, and what this is actually like a kind of, this blog post is very strategic because it goes into kind of everything that I talk about in my Make Money with Your Blog system. So it's kind of like a little teaser, because it says, like, for example, let's dissect this. Have a hot and juicy topic. So in my system, I give them like 7 to 10 ways to find profitable blog topics. and then have a compelling title. I tell them here a little taste, and then when I tell them a little taste, when they actually invest in my course, I have a whole section. I think this was the longest one, 45 minutes, talking about how to write those compelling titles for your blog, because that's one of the most important aspects of blogging as far as the title and the headline. And then I went into structure for SEO purposes, and then when they invest in my video, they get a whole video course on how they can structure their blog post for SEO. I go into, headline and bullet points and formatting and subtitles and keywords. I go into some of that. And then I go into, keep it short and simple, but right now that's kind of like you can have a long blog post or short blog post. It doesn't really matter as long as you're consistent. It does matter, and it doesn't matter because people get too caught up in those technical details and they forget about the main mission, which is to offer value. So just blog with passion, blog from a place of service, and you'll really see your efforts really pay off by just being of service and stop worrying about the technical details. The technical details are still important, but don't get too caught up in that. Let's focus on our main mission. So right here, this is important because the call to action is really important. So I gave them all this value. And you see right here, what I could have done, I could have actually directed them right to my sales page. But instead of directing them to my sales page, I am directing them to right here, 5 simple keys to making money with your blog. I'm connecting them to my free CD. I could connect them either to my free CD or my main sales page. I think I did that. I didn't even realize that I did that. No, it's still the free CD. So when they come here, read the blog, they're like, wow, this person has a lot of value. I want to know more. So let me get that free audio. So they click on the audio and they click on the link. And once they click on the link, it goes to that audio page, the opt-in page I was telling you about. See that? It goes there and boom, they log in, they read your article, they read your post, and they're like, wow, this is great stuff. And again, I'll go back to Hootsuite because I'll take that article, and what I'll do is the blog post, and I'll create like 5 to 10 different headlines on that article. Even though it's going to the same article, it's different attention grabbers because I don't know which one is going to work, so I have to test it. And I'll say, want to find out how to make more money with your blog. I'm just being very vague here for time's sake. Check out this new blog post or something like that. Check out this new blog post, or I just wrote a new blog post, whatever you want to write. Check out this new blog post so I can show you how, and show you how. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and make a link to the blog post. And I want to show you really quick, because sometimes when we're going on a blog and we're copying links, what can happen is sometimes the links get too long, or it's just too long to read. So what I use the bit.ly, and what bit.ly is, it's basically a URL shortener where you can shorten your URL. Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste this URL really quick, and what I'll do is I'll just go here and you can shorten it, and let me just copy and paste that, and then see right there it goes here, and what I'll do is I'll just click here and then copy and paste it. So this way it could be really simple and streamlined where it doesn't look too sloppy, because sometimes you can get sloppy looking links. And as a rule of thumb, with this Bitly link, it's a little disclaimer, because some people say you have to be careful because sometimes, because it could track how many clicks you get on this link, but there's a rule of thumb. You don't want to focus on this link tracking system primarily because sometimes there's robots and spam bots and like all this technical stuff going and clicking on the link. But you can kind of gauge about the links. So for example, if you had like 300 clicks, you could assume that half of that or more than 70% of that was actual people, or whatever. So don't get too boggled up. And plus, it helps to make it a little more sexy or whatever. So I'm going to send that. I'm just going to send it now right here. Oh, I have to select the networks. Okay. And I'm going to send that now. So basically, this article, I just wanted to, actually this video, I wanted to let you know that don't focus on the hard sale on Facebook. And you want to do this. You want to have, and this goes back to the first couple of videos about that strategy and having that editorial calendar and everything like that. So you want to have a couple of blog posts, not a couple, but of your blog posts planned for the month, 4, 8, 12, or however many you feel comfortable with. And you have your blog post planned for the month, and then you're going to automate the process and just direct that traffic, the Facebook traffic, back to those blog posts, back to those videos, back to the frequently asked questions. And you want to do that on autopilot. And Hootsuite is the way to do it, along with Aweber. And basically that's the social media strategy. Okay? So until next time, Nina Lewis signing out. Thanks for tuning in.